My name is Meg Gardner, and currently I'm a graduate student at the University of New Hampshire studying coastal resource management. Before I came to graduate school, I was the outreach coordinator for Clean Ocean Action, which is a nonprofit based in New Jersey that works to stop ocean pollution. I entered this field because I have been interested in the ocean since I was a little girl. I've always been active on the beach and in bays, looking at creatures and trying to understand what the ocean ecosystem was all about. And I think I have a really huge respect and passion for the marine environment, and I've always wanted to work to protect it. And so I've been really interested in the marine field since I was a little girl. I think that in the field of marine biology and ocean pollution right now, there's a huge problem with the amount of marine debris we have in our environment. And I think it's really because of human activities. 80% of the pollution that's in the ocean is caused from land-based activities from humans. So it's not even activities that are happening out in the ocean. It's things that all of us are doing on land that's ending up into the ocean. There are lots of studies out there that have been researching the amount of plastic pollution that's out in our oceans, especially in gyres, which are circulating ocean currents. And they've found that these types of plastic that are finding their way into the marine environment are staying in the ocean because they photodegrade, they don't biodegrade. So that means that the pieces of plastic just get into smaller and smaller pieces. And these pieces are easily mistaken for food from a lot of fish and marine mammals and other creatures. And so they're ending up in their stomachs. They feel like they're full, but they're actually not getting any nutrition. So many of these creatures will end up starving to death because of the plastic that's in their stomachs. Another really bad thing that happens from the plastic pollution is entanglement, where marine animals can get captured in loose lines, fishing lines, ropes, old traps, things like that. And that can also cause them to die, or it can hinder their movement and their feeding practices. Over 100,000 marine animals die every year due to entanglement. So obviously plastic pollution and other pollution entering our waterways is a huge problem. When I was working for Clean Ocean Action, one of the best impacts that we've made while I was working there was to successfully stop 3 liquefied natural gas terminals from being built off of our coasts. And these were a bad thing for multiple reasons. The natural gas in the United States is pretty well secure. We don't need foreign imports of natural gas, and these terminals would have been pretty devastating to the marine environments that they were going to be built in. So we were able to stop these different companies from building these terminals. So it was a really great success while I was working there. Currently, Clean Ocean Action is hosting monthly volunteer efforts to help clean up New Jersey's coast after Hurricane Sandy. They've already had ones in December and January and are looking to their next event in February of this year. And so I think that that's a really great opportunity for people to get out and help their communities and help build up the resiliency of the shore. And if you want to learn more, you can go to cleanoceanaction.org to find out where there are volunteer events on both New Jersey and New York coastlines. So because of Hurricane Sandy affecting New Jersey, there have been a lot of ocean pollution issues because of that. Obviously, when the storm surge came, there was a lot of debris just from houses being destroyed, docks and boardwalks and other things like that that made their way out into the ocean or other waterways. And then there's also, from the cleanup efforts, there are a lot of marine piles out there, or debris piles out there from houses having to be taken down, and other trash that's sort of ending up in these large piles that are still out there. So that is then ending up getting blown or taken out to sea. And then another really big problem is oil that's going out into the water from different things that happen during the storm surge, also cars being filled and oil coming out from that, diesel fuel getting out from different factories and places like that. So we already know from the BP oil disaster that even small amounts of oil can have really long-lasting effects on our marine life. And so this is definitely something that we're concerned about for New Jersey's coast as well, because of all this oil from Hurricane Sandy, but also for the marine debris that is happening because of all the destruction that happened on the shore. I think that as a person and working in this realm and learning these things about ocean pollution, I've definitely changed myself and tried to be a different, better person. I've tried to reduce my plastic consumption and try to reduce travel, burning up fossil fuels, different things like that, as a person who's more aware of these effects, and I want to be a better impact to the marine coast. And I think that this is something that everyone can help and be a part of by mostly, I would say the biggest thing that people can do, no matter if they live on the coast or inland, it all affects the ocean at some point. And I think just reducing the amount of plastics that we throw away when we go to the store, just being conscious of what the packaging is like, trying to buy in bulk or use our own reusable bags rather than plastic bags, and just trying to reduce as much as possible the types of plastic we're using, because even though some plastics are recyclable, they don't always get recycled, and it still costs a lot of energy to recycle things. So I think just really trying to reduce our plastic consumption is the best way of helping our marine planet, because as you know, trees provide a lot of oxygen, but the ocean actually provides a great deal of oxygen as well to our planet because of all the plankton in the sea. And so actually every other breath we get is from the ocean. So even if you live inland, the ocean is a huge part of your life, and you should really work to protect it.